Cooperation is based on faith, love, and trust. It is a power that comes when there is love for both the task and the special part each plays in bringing it to completion. Real cooperation takes place when there are good wishes and pure feelings for each other. To cooperate with God in His task is the greatest achievement. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Bahle and this is my world. So firstly, I'd like to say thank you guys for coming back, and thank you so much for the people that have subscribed. We have 100 views, over 100 views within a week, and almost on 50 subscribers. I think we're on 48 if we're not on 50. I haven't checked my YouTube studio in a long time. But this is me and I'm back, and thank you so much for tuning in. Please do continue to support my channel by sharing, liking, commenting, and don't forget to turn up your post notification so that you get a notification every single time that I upload and you'll be the first one to watch. So guys, thank you so much, and if you are new to this channel, welcome to my world, and I pray that you be part of our community, and may it be a big community, and may it impact a lot of people's life in a positive way. And the theme for this month and this new season for me is to cooperate with God and collaborate with God in His task, because honestly I feel like I've tried to do things myself and they never fulfill me. But then ever since I started cooperating with God in His task, which is His plan that He has for my life, my calling, my purpose, and ever since I started going after that instead, it has been more than fulfilling for me. Like, it has, oh, the benefits of it are so good, and I'm just so grateful that I got this wake-up call at such a young age for me to pursue God before anything else and seek His kingdom first before His righteousness, because they will follow either way. All I have to just do is to fix my eyes on the cross, and everything else will follow. So I just hope that for you as well, you get a sense of encouragement, or a life-changing thought, or something life-changing happens to you in a positive way, of course, through this channel. And I pray that God reaches every single one of you that watches my channel, and just protects you, guide you, give you a sense of direction if you feel like you don't have it. And I just pray that every single one finds their purpose and true meaning of their own lives, because I feel like the world will be such a better place if everyone just focus on what they are set on earth to do, and not focus on the worldly things, because that is the number one factor that destroys our lives and our future, worrying about the world, because life and God are not the same thing. The world and God are not the same thing. So the world will be the world, unfortunately, but then God promised never to leave us nor forsake us. So I just don't want myself to just step out of God's presence and focus on the world, because it is so easy to destroy your life more than it is to build your life. So I'm choosing to take the long route to success for myself and happiness for myself, by putting in the work, because at the end of the day it fulfills me knowing that I am going after my purpose and I have direction in life. It just saves me a lot from focusing on what's going on outside. Do you know what I'm saying? So enough with the small talk. Let's just tune into the video, and I hope that you guys enjoy what I have compiled together for you today. So I wrote down some notes on my notebook. If you see me looking down, this is me reading my notes, and I'm actually still going to work. I have like, what's the time now? I have like 20 minutes to finish this video and leave the house, but I just didn't want to keep on postponing, because that just breeds procrastination for me. So if it seems like it's unprofessional for me to read from my book, like I do apologize, but then I'm just trying my best to tackle every single thing and still be consistent in doing so. So I was going through therapy. I think around March, April, yeah, in the beginning of the year. I went through therapy insight, and I always looked at therapy as like something taboo, if I should say, or something that is like against my religion and stuff like that. But then, like, honestly, like, those people are there for a reason. Like, professionals are there for a reason, for you to utilize whatever it is, and it's called therapy insight, because they just give you insight, and then you are the one that takes it upon yourself to use whatever that they tell you or whatever advice that they give you. And I'm just so grateful that I went through it, and it's been so fruitful. I highly recommend, guys, to fetch your life, deal with those childhood traumas, deal with whatever that you need to deal with, bro. Because like life is still long. We're still gonna be here for such a long time, because I feel like time is just an illusion, you know? Because like time will pass, like even if time passes, do you get me, we will still be here, because like there's no such thing that you only live once. You live every day, but you only die once. So every single day that you are here, just think of it as longevity, so that you know that you have to deal with you right now and do the inner work now, because you don't know if you're going to live long and you're going to have kids, you know, and how are you going to incorporate yourself in a workplace, in society, and stuff like that. So I'm really grateful that I took it myself to go through that journey. And this is just something that stood out for me throughout that whole entire process, from my therapist. So it says, I give myself every opportunity to be successful in my thinking. So, me giving myself every single opportunity for me to be successful in my thinking just made me realize how much of our lives are in our head. And everything stems from our head, like our inner being, which is all your thoughts, and everything that you do in your head will transpire in the physical world. Do you get me? So every single time I think of something, or I try to figure out something, I always give myself an opportunity to be successful in my thinking, because I feel like once I master my thoughts, then that will automatically like be transpired in the physical being. And I feel like the world, or let's say life in general, starts within you, low key, because whatever that we do is influenced by our thoughts. Every single thing is influenced from by our thoughts. There's no such thing as spur of a moment thing whereby you just do something without thinking of it first, even if you have to think of it for a brief 2 seconds, you know. Everything starts with your thoughts. And so the second thing that I want to work on this new chapter and this new season, is to submit to God and resist the devil, and he will flee. So the more I submit to God, the more it's easy for me to resist temptation. Do you get me? Because me submitting to God is giving up like my own power, not really my own power, like just giving up my own power, literally. What I like, I don't know how else to put it, but me giving up my power to do things by myself, because I know I can never have the strength of going through life alone by myself. So me giving up power and submitting to God just means that I know that my life is not my responsibility. I never wanted to be here, you know. I was just born, which is stuff that is outside of my control. And I feel like there's a reason why me being here was something that is not within my control, is to show us that our lives don't really belong to us. We are here for a reason. I just feel like, so I don't have to have all the answers. I don't have to be strong. I don't have to fight. I don't have to do anything, because I'm just submitting to God and cooperating with His plan for my life. So none of this is my responsibility, you know. So this is me learning that really the battle is the Lord's and victory is mine. Are never to harm me, but to prosper me, you know. And He has proven it a lot of times. Like I just figure, whenever I follow God and His plan, there's just an unending flow of an unending flow of provision, because it's His plan. He knows what He's doing. I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know what we here on earth to do, you know. But then He's the master. He knows the game. So the day I gave up the power to live life and figure it out as usbahle, the sooner we figure out that none of this is within our control, the best that we can do is to just trust the person that has put us here on earth, and just align with His purpose that He has for ourselves. Then I feel like it will be very much easier to function in this in this complicated world. So on the obedience topic, right, just to move it briefly from, like, separate God, separate religion, like aside everything else, like if we are having honest conversation with ourselves, like obedience is actually better than sacrifice. If you don't obey, or if you don't listen, like when people of authority are telling you something, or your parents or whoever that you look up to in general, if they tell you to do something, I feel like it's better for you to take advice, or it's better for you to obey than for you to sacrifice. And bringing it to us as the youth in this world, right? I just recently lost a friend to the street, and may his soul rest in peace. Like, I was really, really devastated when it happened. But then, like, I started to look inward, because I was like, what didn't I do, you know, to show you that I loved him so much, and there was no need for him to go through those routes and make up those decisions for his own life. If he knew that he was part of my plan, you know, I had a plan that we would change our lives. And you know, when you're planning ahead in the future, and then you don't have time for the people around you because you're so busy working this out, and they lose faith in the fact that you will really, really include them in your plans because of the fact that you are not there anymore. So it just made me feel so guilty and stuff like that. But then I just realized that if he had obeyed, you know, there wouldn't have been a sacrifice, because in this world today, sacrifice will be your life. This world will cost you your life. This world will cost you your future. This world will cost you your health. This world will cost you your well-being. This world will cost you so much. And honestly, me obeying God is nothing compared to what I could lose and what I can sacrifice, because I don't have the answers. I'm also human. I don't have the answers. I don't know how this world is set out to be, because every single day, I won't lie to you, every month my life just gives me a plot twist. And it's always something that I had never ever imagined. But it's only because I realized that I will never figure out what the world is. I don't know what tomorrow holds. I don't know what my future holds. But what I know is that like abiding and submitting to God is better than the sacrifice of me figuring things out myself and realizing that I don't have it all figured out, you know. And yeah, it's just like one touchy topic and one emotional topic for me. It's really, really sensitive, because like I remember with, like, prior to me being saved, you know, and I do apologize if there are people in my audience that are not Christian, don't believe in God and anything like that. But then I can only speak on what I stand for. I can only speak from my own life, which is my own salvation as a Christian. So if it feels like this is like a biased opinion, I apologize for that. But then try to be open-minded and look at it from your own side, and take advice in a way that you will implement it in a way that aligns with your own beliefs. But I can only speak of what I know, and God is the subject I know best, you know. But like, aside from that, I remember before I got saved, you know, I grew up, my mom used to take me to church and force me, and I thought automatically that just means that I'm Christian, I'm saved, and everything else. And then there was a season in my life whereby I moved from God's presence, and bear in mind, I didn't say when God left me. I was the one that moved away from God's presence and tried to like do stuff by myself. And I won't lie, I almost lost my life a lot of times because of suicide, depression, because I was so stuck in my head, man, and I was trying to figure out life by myself, going like doing stuff the best way I know how, which is, bear in mind, I'm only just 21, you know. It was so hard for me to be obedient. It was so hard for me to take advice and to take criticism from people that would know better than me, because I wanted to figure it out myself. I thought I got this, but ever since I became saved, I just realized that life is not about me. Life is not about everything about me, because I had now that I know man, life is not about me, I get to experience friendship, I get to experience companionship from other people, because there's a reason why there's a lot of people in the world. It's because we are made to be codependent with each other, because without a man and a woman working together or codepending with each other, there can never be a child. So I ever since like I went through therapy and obviously growing in my salvation, I've just realized that life is not about me, you know. And the sooner I knew that, the happier I became, and the easier it was for me to like be in the space that I am, because I take criticism, I listen to people's advice, I obey, I try my best to obey to God. And even though I make mistakes, I know bana, at the end of the day, God doesn't want anything else. He just wants me. Whether I come to him, I'm not perfect. Whether I come to him and I break rules, I be hypocritical sometimes, I do this and that, but the nature of a human is for it to be codependent with something, you know. And he just wants me to depend on him as my source of my being. So like really, if I'm being honest, like obedience is really better than sacrifice, and this is just one thing that in this season I want to work on, you know. So the other point is that fear is just an illusion. Okay, this is where now it gets real. So, one thing about the devil, right? There's nothing that the devil can create from scratch. Like everything else that is here on earth, if it's evil influenced. I don't know if that makes sense. Like, as you can see, there's this influencer culture, social media, all of this, peer pressure, all of that. The basic or the strategy that the devil uses is influence. And even if he doesn't use other people to influence you, he will use fear to influence you, you know. So, as I'm saying, I don't think there is such a thing as fear. I feel like fear is just an illusion, because, for instance, if let's say the devil just cooks up something and then you're in a financial crisis and you don't see anything other than the problem that you are in, and then that creates fear, because you're going to be like, I can't go outside, I can't fit in, I can't do this and can't do that. And then that thought and all of that breeds ideas of you trying to get that the easy way, and then you try to pursue it. You develop selfishness, self-centeredness, you start stealing, you start doing this, you start getting in trouble, being mischievous, because you want to have a shortcut in your life. And the reason why a lot of people don't know how to trust in the process, you know, and don't want to do things the right way, is because of the illusion of fear. And that is one thing that the devil uses against us as the youth. So in the season, it just like came to my mind that the more I figure out that fear is just an illusion, the less the more I'm able to resist the devil, and the more the devil flees from me. So fear is just an illusion. There's a lot of things that people fear to lose. That is why it's hard for them to come to salvation. Do you get me? Like, for instance, I think it's a word that says the gates to hell are big and the heaven's gates are small. If you're breaking it down, it means that the gates to to hell are big, because anything in this world can literally put you in a position whereby you fail to resist the devil, and then the devil conquers you, and then, like, it's just so easy for you to destroy your life. It's so easy. Like, anything, like, I can destroy my life through social media. I can destroy my life by going outside, doing something, get myself killed or whatever. There's just like a lot of ways that I can destroy my life, but then the heaven's gate are small, because God says come as you are. But coming as you are means that let go of the baggage, let go of everything that you have obtained via your own strength. Let it go. Let go. Leave it behind. That toxic marriage that you're saying that you're staying for the kids, leave it. That relationship that is one-sided because you don't want to feel alone, leave it. Because the heaven's gate are small. You can't go inside of heaven, or you can't come to Christ with baggages, so that is just the whole entire idea of how I came about thinking of it. And, like, if I'm looking at it, right, I remember me prior to me being saved. I was like, I want to be part of God's gang. Like, I want to be saved. I want God to come into my life and to restore and to start me from scratch, because none of everything that I have done for myself satisfied me, and there's just a lot of cases whereby people are like, I want to come to God, I want to change my life, but I'm not willing to let go of this. Like, if I let go of this, how are my kids gonna eat? If I let go of this, like, how am I going to function? If I let go of this, how will I do this, do that? And that same fear is the same fear that the devil uses to destroy our lives and to slow down our process, because we're so fixated to operating off our own strength, God, that we still want the benefits from Christ, which is, it's kind of absurd and unfair, because God says let go, because you are saying that you want me, you want benefits from God, but then how will I be able to bless you if your hands are so occupied holding on to stuff that will destroy you? Yeah. I want to cry, because after everything that has happened, like, leading up to where I'm currently at right now, like, I'm on YouTube, I'm doing things that I like, I'm living in what God wants for me. When I look back, it just makes me so emotional, because it's even hard for me to be a hypocrite. I'm even more patient, more kind, more thoughtful, more open-minded. I feel like I'm better. I'm a better citizen in society, because my own stuff prior to Christ are not perfect, and it's just human of me, and I know that there are people that relate to that, and God just wants to use us for each other. Because what will God do with my, let's say, 3K salary, when he says, like, you must pay your tithes, or when the thought comes to you that just give, change this person's life, if you have, like, a chance to follow that dream, because there are people that are dependent on that. You are the one that is holding 100 job opportunities within you. There are 5,000 lives that need to benefit from your blessings, you know. And you are delaying God's process, and you are delaying not only yourself but the people that you need to impact. Do you get me? And then now that you're an empty void, you know, you don't have any sense of direction, you don't know what you put here in this world to do, the devil will see that gap and he will use it, you know. So I have to cut this video short, but then this month and this season, I hope that this video gives you a bit of inspiration for you to fit your life and to change your life, and to step into a new season of greatness. Embrace change with its hardship, because God's plan is never to harm us but to prosper us. So it might feel painful at first, because you know, Bana, how hard you worked to get all the stuff that you feel like you need to let go, and they're hindering your progress in life, or they're hindering your relationship with God, or they are hindering your financial situation. I pray that after you watching this video, you just let go, step in a new season, step in a new chapter. And I'm having a good time on earth, honestly, and I just want to, I just want us to stand together to change it. And it's time for the world to be what God intended it to be. I'm so tired of loss. I'm so tired of grief. I'm so tired of sacrificing things that I like, because the world is not the same anymore. But then at the same time, it means, Bana, if it's not the same, it means, Bana, it had changed from its original state, you know. So I just want us to take our power back, and just be happy and be joyful, and be joyful in giving to others. Like, there's nothing more satisfying to me knowing that I had changed a life, or I had impacted someone in a positive way. And oh my God, I'm so grateful for this platform. This is really what God wanted me to do, because I'm now able to speak my truth in my own community, and hopefully I have an audience that will resonate with me. I will know that I'm not the only person that is going through stuff in the world. I have a whole entire community that relates to me and is rooting to support me, and I just wish the same to all of you. So guys, please leave a comment down below about your new season's resolutions, what you are hoping to achieve. It can be something that's not physical, it can be something emotional. And please leave comments down below, and let's just engage in this topic further. And if you say that you need something, whatever that you need, whether it's emotional, financial, or whatever, leave it in the comment box. You don't know if the person that will help you is out there in the world, and they will see your comment. Do you get me? So let's just engage in this post. I'll try my best to respond. And thank you so much, guys, for watching, and I hope to see you in the next video.